Well, good morning everyone and welcome to a new exciting vlog here in Tenerife. We are back out on the Boom Trikes. They've got a brand new tour which they've invited us down to show you. It's a beer tasting tour, I believe. I've not found out too much about it, so I can be a little bit more surprised and find out with you. And I could have read up on it all, but I've left it, so it's a bit more of a surprise. I don't know where we're going. I know we're going up into the hills somewhere. We're going to be trying beers. We're going to be riding on the back of the Boom Trikes, which is fantastic. If you haven't seen the Boom Trikes before, we've done many of their tours. I will link them down in the description. They've even featured on TV. They were very recently up at Mount Tady on TV. I think it was on Channel 5, I believe. And they're doing very, very well. The tours are always super busy, so you do have to book it very far in advance. But thankfully, they've got us on a space for today, and we're going to have a little ride and let's find out exactly what this tour is all about. We go then. Here's our lovely yellow famous Boom Trike. I've seen this on TV before, Maria.
Yes.
And I'd like to know where we're off to today. I'm excited.
We're doing something very different today. We're doing some craft beer tasting along with a gin and a rum tasting, which are all local produce. We're going up into the hills, so something away from all the tourist areas.
Okay.
Very unique. They don't just do the beers and the rums and the gyms, they do other local produce as well, but that's our tastings that we're going to have today, right. Along with some snacks and some tapas.
Exciting.
And the knowledge from the venue is just amazing. So they will tell you all about the local produce there and the beers and all of that you're tasting. I'm excited for that because I thought when it said beers, I thought it was just going to be beer. So we've got gin, we've got rums and the craft beers, and as I say, they are all local produce.
So that's all produced here in Tenerife. I'm excited. Up into the hills on our yellow trike, and I believe there might be another little TV appearance maybe.
There is, yes. We've just done some filming. We can't give too much away because of the nature of the programme, which when it goes out it will be quite apparent why we haven't been able to do it. But we've done some filming for Channel 4 in the last couple of weeks, and that should be going out in the summer. Probably around August time is when they've given us an indication. So around August, Channel 4, we'll be keeping an eye out. What colour trike is it? Is it the famous yellow or is there a different one? Oh, or can't you say? I can't say at the moment. All right, we'll have to wait and see. That's exciting though. Yeah. Very well done as well for getting on that. Yeah. Here we go then. You ready, Laura? Excited?
Really excited. I do love the Boom Trike.
Good to have the helmets back on. Yep. Excited for this, and off we go, up into the hills. We've just stopped here just above Shiofa, which we've just gone through. Lovely little area that, and we're looking down now onto Los Cristianos. We have stopped at this little bit before. Just to mention, we're going to pop some jackets on. It does get a little bit cooler once you've got the wind on you, but they do supply you with some nice fleeces, looking nice, Laura, with the branding on the back.
Yeah, nice and cool.
Very nice. Yeah. So as you can see, we are now up in the clouds. Absolutely amazing to see them floating past. And where are we now then, Ian?
Alfinchi we are at the moment, and across the way there is where the skydivers jump from all the...
I think that's where I went from the time I did it. Yeah. Right up here, the high one, this one, isn't it?
This is the 1,000 metres
above
sea level, and you go, well, there is another mountain there, we can't see it because of the cloud. But it actually goes, you go through between the two.
Wow. But they won't be doing it today with the cloud around.
I don't think they'll be doing it today.
But it is so cool to see. You'd normally have some amazing views, but even when you don't, it's really cool seeing the cloud going across.
Always changing. The weather is always changing, so it's always something different.
Yeah.
You come here, you got the cloud, Sometimes it's dark. Everything looks totally different depending on the lighting and whether the sun's out or not out, or whether the clouds are around. Yeah, so there's always a decent view. We might try and catch it on the way back later.
Yeah, because it can change so quickly. You can see how fast the clouds are moving across.
Yeah, so that an hour from now there could be not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah,
and would be lovely.
And then we had all the different smells coming up through. There's everything's there's a few things coming into bloom at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, we've got wild fennel, so it smells like licorice.
Yeah.
Or Pernod, even better.
I like a bit of licorice.
Yeah, licorice and Pernod, and you can smell the pines and all that. So which you don't normally get in a car.
No, it's very different, very unique to be back on the trikes, isn't it? Yeah. Wind in your hair, and it's very different.
Yeah, the wind in my hair. Always my eyebrows.
So we've been about 20 minutes or so up to here.
Yeah.
How much further are we going from here then?
Another 20 minutes.
Another 20 minutes.
And then we're a bit higher up towards the TD itself, actually.
And we might end up going through the clouds.
We might end up going through the clouds and getting a little bit damp.
Right.
But normally, by the time we get out the other side and a bit of sun, we dry off.
It's all part of the fun.
It's all part of the fun, isn't it?
You want to be out feeling the wind, feeling the little pockets of warm air.
Over there, I don't know whether we're totally clouded over there or not.
Let's have a little look down. So we're literally now just up in the clouds. Not many people can say that they've been on a boom trike and driven through the clouds. There's clouds coming right across us.
I mean, we can literally touch the clouds. How many people can say they've touched a cloud?
So as Ian and Maria were saying, you'd normally have stunning views from down here, but today we've got the low cloud. But I think that adds something else. It's different.
Does it add something different?
If you're not getting the view, you're getting clouds rolling past you. It's so unique up here. Such a unique climate.
And every time you come up, it's something different as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you'll come and do one boom trike like what we're doing, or the wine tour, and it'll be something different every single time.
Routes.
Different routes, different views, different weather, different everything. It's amazing.
Yeah, we're going to jump back on. If you're wondering, it does seat 2 people, the boom trike, so it's two guests per trike sitting on the back, and they're a lot more comfortable than maybe you think. They are quite comfy on there. They're nice and padded.
And that bar sits quite high as well, so you're not going to get crushed under the bar.
My mum and dad have done it. They loved it. Your mum and dad have done one before?
No, they're going to do one.
They're going to be doing one. So yeah, I know many people have done them, and they might not look that comfy, but they are. They definitely are. So let's jump back on, and we'll continue on up. And just another 10-15 minutes further up, blasting our way through the hills, which felt amazing. We're here in the sunshine, through the clouds.
Gorgeous.
Stunning now. Take the jacket off.
Yeah.
It's lovely and warm up here. The building, very, very unique. Obviously, I'm not going to give away the name because this is special to the boom trikes and their tour. So, obviously, you want to come and do this, come and do it with the boom trikes. It's the best way. But I will show you there's some really unique painting on the side of the building. It looks lovely in there.
It's really nice.
I'm excited for a few drinks, yeah. Look at the blue skies behind us. Really fresh, really warm now. It's so different driving through. The landscape, the smells you get, the thrill. It's just brilliant. You've got to hand it to them. They're doing an amazing job. The different tours they've got available. Everyone who does it loves it.
You can do anything from a little tour just in Las Americas to these big half-a-day, full-day tours, so you can really get what you want out of the tours. That's what I like about it.
And if you ask them nicely, I'm sure if you've got an idea of somewhere you'd love to go on the boom trikes, if you do email them, ask them nicely, I'm sure they would try and arrange something or give you a price for that, for a bit of a bespoke tour. Just make sure you do it well in advance if you want to do that. Any of the tours, make sure you do book in advance. They do fill up. But let's head in and enjoy a little bit of a bite to eat and some drinks.
I'm excited.
So along with all the alcoholic drinks, you can have tea, hot chocolate, coffee. How welcoming is it in here? Hiya, you okay? So they're just with some clients at the moment, then we'll be having a little bit of a tour and an explanation of what's going on. We'll start our tasting session, but this shop here at the back, very unique. It's got all little different things going on. It's not all sort of tit-tat. This is all nice quality, different things going on. Got different bags, purses, different little mugs and plates and pictures. Very different. I do like the actual building itself. It really does fit in. Nice. think of it in here then, Laura? It's very different, isn't it?
Beautiful piece of jewellery back there, really nice, really good quality, and just some really interesting things in general.
Some very different pieces. I mean, look at even these, very different, aren't
All
they?
craft, all handmade stuff.
These are 175, but the things they've made it with, I couldn't even tell you what half it is. I think you've got wheels there, you've got forks, you've got...
That's a coffee pot.
Coffee pot, yeah.
The Italian coffee pots,
Coffee pot, yeah.
Spoons, it's just different, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I love the pictures. So I like that one with the little bit of a dashboard in, that's nice. Yeah. Shooting star. Waves crashing.
Yeah.
These are nice to take home, aren't they? And they're not heavy either. They're done on like a piece of wood, aren't they?
Really nice.
You all know I'm a big fan of my coffee, and that these are all painted with coffee. It's all so unique and different and all local as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
All local produce.
All local, and obviously you're helping local people, but it's nice to have something local.
Yeah, you're taking a little piece of Tenerife home with you. It's not just, you know, mass produced. And you're explaining behind you is some silk there. You've got silk scarves and these are all dyed with
Cochineal, I think I'm saying this correctly.
cochineal, which is the little bug
Little
that...
bugs that are, I believe, on the cactus.
Right.
And they use it in baking as well, but in this particular case they've actually used it in the silk.
In the silk, and they're so soft. You've got little handmade bags. It's just nice. It's something made with a bit of love and care, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a nice
And there's
piece.
such a range here. There's literally something for everybody. Jewellery, which is all handcrafted and
Yeah.
produced. You know, I was saying to you about the wine crystals. They make jewellery out of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just such a wide
Different.
range.
And even if you don't want to buy anything, or you don't have
It's
to buy
great just to
anything,
come and have a
it's
look.
not hard sell or anything like some of them. But you just come in and enjoy and have a wander and take it all in. I was eyeing up those little statues. Are just so different.
And the pictures, I mean, they're just, and like the pottery and
Yeah.
it's just very unique.
Interesting to have a look around and see, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm excited to try a little bit of the produce now.
Yeah.
Or as eyeing up the nice t-shirts, you've got the coordinates here with the canaries on. Anything on the back, just nice and simple, that one. You've got some wacky ones there, they're right up my street, them. Like a sporty style top.
Beautiful ones, yeah. Really nice.
Different, isn't it?
The tapa. So hopefully that tapa will bring out some different flavors in the beers. The first one we'll do is a classic American Pale Ale with some classic Spanish green olives that have a bit of mojo on them. So
Okay.
we'll be right back.
Thank you very much. We've just got these green olives to try with one of the beers. Laura's going to give it a go. Laura can't try the beers, unfortunately, because, well, we're going to try and get a gluten-free one, but you'll definitely be trying the gin
Definitely.
and the rest.
Try olive. It's olive with the mocha on it. I don't like olives, but the man gentleman did say try it anyway because it's a bit different.
Give it a go.
So I'm going to try it. Okay. Now. It's actually, oh yeah, it's different. It is different.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
Pepper. Really
Peppery?
peppery.
You like pepper, don't you?
It's right, all right. It's really peppery, but it has got that, like olives do, have that bitter aftertaste. But it is, yes, nice.
Classic one that we usually do. But a cream ale is basically, the Americans tried to make a Pilsner, and this is kind of their version of it. A lot of cream ales actually come with, they make them with corn, so it actually gives it a little bit creamier. I don't think this one has it, but that was kind of the basis for the cream ale.
Okay, so this one is
Smells nice.
sin gluten for Laura, so let's give it a try.
Smells really nice. Oh, it's really light.
Yeah,
Yeah, really light.
nice.
With a tiny bit of a tang when you finish. Yeah, have a taste of it.
Okay. So let me give this one a try. So just to show you what we've got here, it's this one. Very nice label, nice design on it.
Beautiful label.
Let's give this a go. Oh yeah, it's nice that.
Yeah.
You can taste a little bit of on the aftertaste, there is a little bit creamier. I
Yeah,
would say
it
a
is.
little bit, yeah.
It's quite smooth, isn't it? It's really nice.
Yeah, very smooth, and then you get that bit of there's more of a taste afterwards.
Yeah, and you get that little tang afterwards, don't you?
Nice. And what percentage is this? This is 4.9%.
That's strong.
4.9%, I think.
I don't think beer.
No, 4.5, but 4.9 isn't too bad actually. I think once you get into the 5s, 5.5.
Yeah. No, that's nice.
It is. Love the design on the bottle.
Really drinkable as well.
So each ale or beer will come with normally a little bit of different tapas to go with it. So the idea is you have these little bit of the olives, and then that complements the taste of the ale.
Beer, so I'm going to try a little bit of this, see how it differs.
Let's see if you feel any taste difference. If you have a bit of that, then a taste of the beer. See if you feel anything.
Yeah, that tastes a bit smoother.
Smoother now you've had a bit of the ale.
Yeah, it does. The taste are completely different. It does. It's a lot smoother and a lot less bitter to have to taste. That's really interesting.
Can change everything. There's one that does supposedly come with some brownie, olive brownie.
Yeah, so that's really, really interesting. Oh, that is interesting.
It is nice, that. Nice.
This is actually from Tacoa. This is the Tacoa is actually the first microbrewery in all of Tenerife. It was started by a couple of Germans about 25 years ago, and this is more or less their process of how they make their beers. So yeah, it's a long process. Quite complicated, and you have to be. Beer is actually quite delicate during the process because any sort of bacteria, any sort of dirt can ruin thousands and thousands of liters. So you must be incredibly clean and have like a laboratory style facility to be able to do it. So yeah,
interesting. Okay, so what have we got here then? This looks interesting.
So this is actually amagrote. Have you ever had amagrote before?
No.
I haven't.
So it started in La Gomera, and it's basically cured goat's cheese, red bell peppers, garlic, paprika, and olive oil. And they use it more of like a spread. It would be on bread or on crackers. I personally, as a good American, like it on my hamburgers. It's really good.
Okay, that's interesting.
You can actually add a lot of more olive oil to it, and you can create a pasta sauce as well, which is really good. So
thin it down.
It's got exactly.
I think we might have had a little bit of that on the wine tour. Yeah. We've tried that on the wine tour.
So this one's a lot of the amagrotes they give they're actually softer because the cured cheese can be very strong and a bit overwhelming. This one is not dialed down at all. This is the proper the good stuff, the strong stuff. And so this is actually the golden ale.
Right.
It's very light. It's easy to drink. Unfortunately, without gluten, there aren't a whole lot of options on the island. But this one is also nice and easy as well. So,
perfect.
Yeah.
So we'll give this a try. This will complement well.
Yeah, you can see it's different already, can't you?
Yeah, it's slightly different colour, isn't there?
Yeah. The colour's more cloudy as well.
Yeah. Definitely. So this is actually a different brewery as well. This is Chutney. It's a small brewery, just a husband-wife team. The husband is the beer maker, and the wife is really the brains behind the whole thing.
You can smell a massive difference as well. It does smell
a bit more citrusy, a bit more.
Be like what?
A bit more hoppy, possibly.
Yeah, it'll be the hops. Yeah.
Give it a try.
Oh yeah, completely different.
Yeah. Which do you prefer?
Oh, let me just enjoy this for a bit. Oh, that is more citrusy as well. They're completely different.
Yeah. If you're into your ales and your beers,
a
lot of people will be able to taste the difference.
It might be this one.
Okay, so you might prefer this one, the golden ale instead. I've never seen you try an ale before, Laura.
No,
it's nice that you can try, isn't it? It's nice that they've got a few gluten-free options, isn't it?
It's amazing, yeah. It's a tough one to do, the gluten-free, with the main ingredient being barley, but really good.
Okay, I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to give a try of the tapas and that first. Get a bit on there. It is very strong. Cheese-wise, very strong, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay. I'll pop that down for a minute. Let me try a bit of this with it. Very strong cheese-wise. It is very different.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
But nice. I think I'm more golden, I think.
Yeah. It's a bit fruitier, isn't it? It's a bit more...
There's a little bit less of an aftertaste as well. It's nice, that.
So we've got our next. This is a brown ale, classic brown ale, kind of like a Newcastle, if you've ever had a Newcastle. Newkie brown, as they call them. So we're actually, as we talked about earlier, we're getting away from the hops and we're getting more into the malt and the barley. So that's where it gets that kind of coffee, chocolate, brown color as well.
Right.
And we paired it with another smoked cheese from, or smoked goat's cheese, which is really nice with that smokiness and the sweetness of the beer. They go really well together. And then the other is just a classic Spanish taco with a bit of cream cheese and some Spanish ham. So
Nice.
enjoy.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
You gonna try first, Laura? Or you can try the tapas. Laura can't have the brown ale.
Oh, the ham was lovely.
Is that the Iberico, is it?
No, it's not Iberico, but that on a sandwich.
Yeah.
You'd like it on
Nice. We've got one with a little bit of the cream cheese on there, so I'm gonna have a little bite of that. Then I'll try that. I'll keep mixing. Brown ale, Nuki Brown. I used to serve them in the bar I used to work in. Yeah, brings back memories, that does. So I'm going to start with the try of the brown ale, and it automatically smells a bit different. It's got more of an aftertaste.
Yeah.
More of like a, how would you describe the aftertaste?
Kind of that maltiness, that malty, sweetie sort of.
Yeah.
Do you get any coffee or chocolate or?
A little bit of a chocolatey.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Once it kicks in a little bit, the aftertaste, I can taste a little bit of a chocolatiness to it. Yeah.
So we usually do it if you want to try a piece of that cheese. The smokiness of the cheese also helps, and then try some beer as well. It helps.
Right.
It kind of changes the flavor a little bit.
Let's see how this changes it. That's very smoky. It really changes it. It changes it a lot. Yeah.
A lot?
Yeah, a lot.
How does it change it?
It's hard to explain. It's changed, yeah, it changes it a lot. There's a lot more flavours going on in your mouth and then aftertaste as well. Just to mention, we are going up in the percentages here as well. We're on to 5.5% now. What's the strongest one you've got? Oof, this could be very dangerous. But yeah, to get more alcohol in, he was saying you're going to add that more malt, more sugar, more flavour.
More sugar, more yeast to get the fermentation process going.
Yeah. It's 5.5% bottle of that. I'd be rolling home. Let's see how strong.
So this one is they call it an English barley wine, and this one is 12%.
Wow. Whoa.
Yeah. And it's basically called the barley wine because of the barley and the malt, and it's the strength of a wine. So there wasn't a lot of creativity in it.
I mean,
that's more or less.
You can tell it's packing a punch. Look at that.
I know.
Label.
I love the label. I love the labels.
Yeah.
That's boss label.
It's an amazing label.
So what, 2 of them and you're done, aren't you?
It depends on, probably.
Yeah.
Depends on how quick. But one of those is basically drinking the equivalent of 3 or 4 beers.
Yeah.
Like a light beer would be 3 or 4%, where that one would be 12. So it's it's got a punch to it.
And what's your favourite of the ones that are on the table at the moment? What is your favourite from them?
Probably the golden ale.
Yeah.
Would be my favorite, the second one that you guys tried. Just because I like the hoppy refreshness or the freshness of it, and it's light, it's crisp, and it honestly, I know it's a cliche answer, but it really depends on the weather.
Yeah,
if it's hot outside, you want something light and easy to drink, but when it's cold, as it does get up here on the mountain, something heavier with a bit of body next to the fire really goes down.
Oh yeah, you have got the log fire back there, haven't you?
We do, yeah. We have a lot
when it gets cold, I can imagine it's nice and cozy up here in the winter.
It does get. We had a pretty cold winter. I think you guys did as well. We were at -2 a couple of mornings, so it can get pretty chilly up here in the mountain. But I like a change as well. Some seasonality.
Mixes it up a little bit.
Definitely. So this is a classic porter. It has those, just like that brown ale, but kind of a step up. It's a bit darker, a bit more malt, a bit more barley, chocolate, coffee, those sorts of flavors as well. This is an imperial stout, 9.2% I want to say.
Wow.
And it's basically the porter, but on steroids. And this one's actually done with cinnamon and coconut. So it does have those classic chocolate coffee, but also a bit of cinnamon and a bit of coconut. So I just wanted to give you the option to see, do you want the strong, or would you prefer something a little...
I think if I'm going to try one of them, it would be the Mambi.
This
just
one?
tell you,
Let's do it.
It's piqued my interest with the different, please. He's just brought over some of these little brownies. These have got, there's green banana flour in them, is there?
Yeah.
They look lovely. I'm looking forward to trying this. We've gone for the really strong beer to try with.
But they're also quite earthy as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, nice. I think that's whatever that nut is.
We're going to have a little bit of this with a little bit of... what percentage is this again? 9.2?
9.2.
Bottle of that, I'll be asleep on the trike home. I'm intrigued to try this. Wow, the colour is very different. That's like Guinness colour, isn't it?
Oh my god, yeah.
Right, okay. This is going to be interesting.
So this is kind of the same sort of procedure. Try the beer by itself and enjoy it and see kind of what flavors you can get. Try some brownie and then try it again.
Okay.
It'll, again, completely change the beer just with the flavors of
completely
the
change the taste.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, I'm going to go in with it normal now. Okay, here we go. So, Mambi, 9.2%. Very coffee-ish, very, it's like a chocolate coffee.
Those are the classic flavors of the
But you don't taste it doesn't taste alcohol-y.
It's dangerous.
Very, if you're into your, like a chocolate coffee mocha or anything like that, you'd think with 9.2% you'd taste the alcohol. Very rich. Yeah, so we'll try a little bit of the brown. Oh, that's nice. Okay. It goes down even nicer with a bit of brownie. It goes down very nice with a bit of brownie. You could be in trouble. A brownie and one of them and bed.
So it's not just the chocolate and the brownie, it's also the sugar, because the sugar helps to cut through the strength of that beer a little bit as well. That richness in the beer, it helps to bring it down. And so that's kind of where you get the smoothness and the ease of drink.
Yeah, it definitely goes a lot smoother. That's nice, that. Yeah, nice, dangerous. But it does complement well with the brownie. Brownie's lovely.
I know. It's not too chocolatey, the brownie, is it? Sometimes you get it really bitter brownie. It's nice.
It does complement well with the beer. Yeah, you could definitely drink a couple of bottles of that and be in a little bit of trouble.
Moving on to the good stuff. We've got these two tall bottles are actually from La Palma.
Okay.
They're the same distillery that does the rums. And this one in the middle is from Las Palmas in Gran Canaria.
Right.
So the first one over here is a London dry style, and it has a touch of citrus, like a lemon lime. A lot of people put lemon lime in their gin and tonics.
Yeah.
And so this one, you don't have to. The one in the middle is a bit sweeter, a touch of sweetness, and it's actually made with the prickly pear, the cactus fruit.
Oh, okay.
And this one is quite a bit sweeter, and it's made with a bunch of red fruits. It does have the cactus fruit, but it also has strawberries and berries and that sort of thing, quite a bit sweeter.
So I imagine the darker one is going to be the one with the
with
the cactus fruit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're going to go, it should be the same on your table from left to right.
Okay.
That one should be a little lemon lime, a little citrusy, and then in the middle, and then the sweetness. We usually go from dry to sweet in most of everything we do.
The sweet one smells amazing.
Well, since I walked in the room, I could smell it. Oh, it smells nice. And it's the gin, it smells beautiful.
We'll see how they all taste differently. Do you want to try first, Laura?
Yes, I'll try first.
From left to right.
Oh. It is citrusy. Not too strong, doesn't taste too strong. It's not dry at all, though. It's not dry.
Just fresh.
It's fresh, it's lemon, like you said, citrusy, lemon limey, not dry. That would be lovely with a bit of tonic or even lemonade.
Okay.
You could have a sip of that and not die.
Okay, I'll be trying that in a minute.
Yeah.
Go for the middle one now,
Okay.
which is the cactus fruit one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, I've never had a prickly pear that tastes. Ooh. They have to taste really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that again, beautiful, really nice.
You got to try the last one, which smells really good.
I think this one, it smells like a Whitley Neal raspberry gin.
Yeah, it smells a little bit raspberry, a bit like a raspberry ice pop. I think you'll like that one the best. Yeah, thought you would.
That,
wasn't our sweet tooth.
That's beautiful. Yeah, so you could drink all them, and they won't be too strong for you. But yeah, you'd like that one the most as well.
Okay, we're gonna give them a try now. You can film me trying
really
them.
Nice.
Right, here we go. I'm gonna do the same, left to right. So we'll start with the one that's a bit more like a London Dry. That is dry. Laura said it wasn't dry. I think that's dry.
No, I don't think it's dry at all.
Yeah, that's definitely gin. 100% gin. Yeah, that's like
doable though.
Yeah, but I would say it was dry though. Let's try middle one, Cactus.
I'd say that was still dry, but with a really
with a nice aftertaste. Yeah,
the aftertaste
kicks in nicely. Oh, I'm warming up now.
I know.
I'm warming up now. Yeah, it's that, the taste sort of gets going a little bit.
Yeah.
It's nice, that one. I prefer that one to the first one. Now I'll try the sweet one. This will probably be my favourite, the same as Laura's. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
It is nice. Stronger than I thought it was going to be.
It's not as strong as I thought it was going to be. It's more closer to a vodka.
Yeah, I can feel the oomph now burning all the way down here.
It's not dry at all. Easily drinkable, aren't they?
Yeah, that would be, probably the same as you. Favourite would be the raspberry, the more fruity one, Cactus one.
Yeah.
Then that is just a London Dry gin, but I'm not a London Dry gin fan.
I'm not a London Dry gin. I prefer the fruity gins to the London Dry as well.
All nice in different ways though.
Yeah.
Different. Nice.
Yeah.
We would actually say, so the first one is a bit drier.
Yeah.
We would probably get, if you want to do a gin and tonic, like a sweeter tonic, like a Schweppes,
Yeah.
to help balance out that dryness. However, for the other two, because they are a bit sweeter, a drier tonic, like a Fever Tree or one of those, that would help balance out the sweetness. So you they should kind of play with each other and obviously balance each other out.
You forget about how the tonics can change the and then you can add fruit in and your berries and your So, but no, that would do, on a summer's day, that one with a bit of some fruit in there and that.
That was dangerous. Yeah.
Is that mostly everyone's favourite? That one, the one at the end, the raspberry.
Actually, the cactus fruit is probably most people's favourites.
See, my dad would go for the London Dry because those two far too sweet for him. But my mum would probably go for the cactus because I think that one, the purple one, would be too sweet for her. Yeah. She would go for the cactus one.
The cactus one's very different, isn't it? You don't see it, do you? You see sort of the fruity ones a lot, but you don't see a cactus one.
You don't. No.
Especially in the UK, stuff like that. Yeah. Different.
And the cactus fruit is actually very difficult to work with.
Yeah.
It's just basically a ball with spikes on it. So basically the first thing, they actually just put them in a big, it's called a shaker, and they put it in there and they shake it around and that gets all the spikes off. Yeah. And then you can go and peel and do all the work. But it's
and they make jams and stuff with that as well.
They do. We actually have a liqueur as well. They do jams, they do actually teas, and they do a lot of different things. Pretty much anything you do with the fruit, you can do with that.
That was nice, very different. We just brought over the driest bottle of tonic that they've got, just to try with the sweet one at the end.
Put too much tonic in. It doesn't need much tonic at all to balance it out. It's
Nice, just gives that nice little aftertaste.
Oh, it's just dead easy to drink. You could have fun with that.
One of them,
definitely.
A few berries in the sunshine.
Oh yeah,
nice.
In the sun.
Let me give it a try. I've just added a little bit to mine. Let's give this a try. This a little go. Oh no, that's nice. Really does balances it out a lot better.
Balances it out, doesn't it?
That changes it a lot actually, more than you'd think. No, nice.
I think you can drink quite quickly.
Yeah, I'd probably still go for a fruitier tonic, mate. I love it sweet, don't I?
Yeah. No, I would
does balance
less
it.
tonic in mine because I put a bit too much in mine.
No, nice. Very different. I love the whole concept of it. Trying the different beers. It's all local. Trying the different gins. I think we're going to be trying a few different rums. I love the whole concept of it, the whole idea. The setting is nice, even though we're in the clouds today, it's very different. It's
lovely atmosphere. Just saying before, lovely atmosphere, weren't you?
Like, the staff are fantastic. It's very chilled up here. Nice music.
It's lovely. You could spend all day up here.
Yeah, it's very relaxing. And then we'll have a few more of these, and we'll be right back on it. And the thrill of the boom tracks back down the hill. The wind in our hair, but no, look very nice, very different. Okay, so we've got some rums on the table here. I'm loving the design of the labels, all the different constellations. They're going up in percentage, I see. There's a 48% one there.
And age.
Okay.
So starting from the left to right, we have a 10-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 30-year-old.
Wow.
So this is a limited edition that they brought over. They've been doing rums in La Palma for over 100 years. There's a long tradition over there. And so yeah, so we'll start from the left to the right. And yeah.
So we're going up in percent and up in age as well as we go left to right.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's curious because there's a bit of a misconception with aging in rum. We say it's 10 years old, but it's not necessarily like a whiskey. One barrel is 10 years old and that's how you age it. However, that's not usually the same with rum. It's in solera, and it's basically a triangle of barrels. And on the top is the youngest, the bottom is the oldest. So they always fill from the bottom, and then top to the next, and then they go down like that. So it's an average age. They could have rum, this 10-year-old could have rum that's 20 years old, and rum that's 5 years old, but the average is about 10.
Right. Okay, and what is your favourite? I always like to know what your favourite is before we start.
So my favorite, my favorite's a 30-year-old.
Okay.
But probably not how you think, because it is quite a bit stronger, but it also reminds me, I'm a whiskey bourbon drinker,
Okay.
and so it reminds me of that oaky kind of smokiness. It reminds me more of a bourbon, where these two are a bit sweeter, more rummy, if you will.
Okay.
Where this one is kind of a hybrid between the whiskey and the rum, and that's kind of why I personally enjoy it.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see how we get on then, Laura. I'll let you go first as always. They do smell.
Yeah.
There's quite a strong
They're
smell
strong.
coming over.
Oh my god, I'm nervous.
Okay, come on, Laura.
Oh my god, it's so strong.
Just have a little sip. I'm going to do the full shot.
That's really sweet.
That's,
And a tiny bit spice, but only. It's not a warm spice. If you get, I don't know, rum drinkers will know it's spice, but it's not warm spice. It's nice.
So it's quite sweet.
Easily drinkable.
That's the alpha.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to try the Orion.
so this would
I
be
like
more like the classic Caribbean Cuban
Yes.
style. This would be the more rum that you would like a classic style rum, where the next one is quite different.
Okay.
Oh, this is spiced.
Just have a little bit.
If you like spiced, that's really good. It's spiced, it's warm. Also reminds me a bit of a navy rum as well, like just a basic like dark rum.
Yeah, this one's kind of curious. If you think it has a very overripe, kind of like tropical fruits, like an overripe mango or that sort of, those fruit undertones that it really has that you don't get in like a classic kind of spicy, sweet sort of, the sweet rums.
Okay, and now we've got the
Polaris.
I hope I'm saying that right. This is the strong one.
This isn't as spiced.
Okay. Let's see what you think of this one. This is the one that... Can you really feel that 8% more, can you? It's alright, no one's laughing at you, Laura.
Oh my god. That'll warm you up on a cold day. I
So,
can see what he means, and he's saying it's quite like a whiskey, because it's not as sweet, it's not spiced, it's quite strong, and it does warm you up like a whiskey does. I couldn't drink that.
no. One of them with the little... Okay, I'm going to give these a go now. Now I'm worried about the last one now. If your reaction was like that, let's have a little go then. Okay, so I'm going to start the same order. I'm worried about this one. It even comes in a different shaped glass. Right, so we're going to start with the alpha. Oh yeah, it's got a really rummy aftertaste.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm tasting Royal of the Pirates of the Caribbean there. Yeah, it's very...
It's got like a lot of vanilla, caramel,
Yeah.
that sort of direction.
Yeah.
Very easily drinkable. You could drink that, couldn't you?
It's almost quite brandy-ish when you first taste it, and then it develops.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a brandy taste to that a little bit for me. Right, onto the Orion. I'm worried about going further up here. That one's quite spicy, yeah.
Yeah.
That one's got a little bit more.
Yeah. Warmth.
Catches the throat a little bit more, that one.
Yeah.
A little bit drier as well.
Yeah.
Right. Now, you made me nervous.
Don't be scared.
Right, so this is the polymer. This is 48%.
Take a big sip.
Take a big sip when you only let it touch your lips. Oh no, see, I find that one better than the middle one.
You don't like spice.
No, that Polaris is not. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's a bit smoother.
But then, well, it's probably not really like Jack Daniels, but along those.
It's more in that direction. As I mentioned, it's more in kind of that whiskey sort of direction.
Yeah.
It has some wood notes that you don't get in the sweetness.
No, see, I'm more that one than the middle one.
Take a big sip.
I did. You're just trying to get me drunk. You know it's strong, but I know I quite like that. That's I prefer that one. The middle one for me was real catching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Alpha.
But it's different how people. That's the fun of it. You must have so many different opinions. People.
We really do. Those who kind of like a rum casually would go for the Alpha.
Yeah.
Those who are rum connoisseur, if you want to use that word, would definitely go for the Polaris.
Yeah.
And if they want something different that they've never tried out of the Caribbean or something like that, then they would go for the Orion. Yeah.
The Orion's very spiced, very catching.
Definitely.
No, all very different.
Yeah, very interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And a lot of rums and a lot of gins, or a lot of alcohols in general, they actually bring down the proof. They proof them down to 40% because that's the base for hard alcohols.
Yeah.
Whereas these ones, as you mentioned earlier, they're like cask strength. That's what they would call them. They pull them right out and they put it in the bottle. They don't water it down. They don't proof it down at all. So that's also can be some of that harshness that if you don't drink a lot of rum or a lot of spirits, that can really catch you right at the beginning that you're not used to.
Yeah. I can feel the burn from all of them going down. But not as full on as I thought you would. After you Dad tried, I was a bit worried.
Yeah, that wasn't for me. The Polaris Alpha's definitely my rum.
All nice, all very different.
But he is right saying if you're a casual rum drinker, you drink the Alpha.
Yeah.
But if you like more be spirits, like your whiskies and.
So what one do you think your dad would like? Because your dad likes a
Orion or Polaris, but I don't know.
I think he'd be Polaris.
Do you reckon? Because he does like a spice rum though.
Let us know, Colin. We'll might send you up here, let you have a little try of these on the Boom Trikes. But yeah, I think definitely first or last one for me. I'm just going to try this little bit of banana wine here. So you say it's like semi-sweet, semi-dry?
It is, and it's basically the same process as wine. He mashes it down, gets the banana juice, and then ferments it in a big steel barrel like you would in wine. This is kind of so he tried to make it dry, but with the amount of sugar in wine, it was impossible. So this is about 12%, 12.5%, like a standard white wine. But we would say it's more like an aperitif than an actual white, like in the afternoon, sort of when it's hot.
Very, very mild. It's not sweet. It's not dry. It's not overly fruity. It's not crisp. It's just mild and easy going.
Okay. Do you think I like it? I like my sweet wine, don't I?
You like it.
Okay, let's give this a go. It's very interesting. It's got the aftertaste of a sweet fruity wine.
Yes.
But when you first taste it, it does feel very banana-y.
Exactly. It's kind of it's very strong in the nose with banana, and then on the palate it's more similar to a white wine, and then it kind of leaves that banana as an after.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Really interesting, isn't it?
It almost felt a bit. It's gonna sound weird, a bit thick.
Well, yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yes. Mouthfeel, if you want to use the. Yeah, definitely.
It feels like a little bit thicker. I don't know whether that's my brain telling me I'm eating banana or what. Or...
It does, yeah.
No,
like a banana, eating a banana.
Could be. It could be the sugar as well that makes it a bit. Gives it
feels
a
little bit
stickier.
Yeah,
kind of sticky.
Maybe because we've drank that before as well. It probably feels even more different. Yeah.
A little bit,
Probably because we've had all kinds going on here. That's different. Very different, that.
But mellow at the same time, isn't it?
Yeah.
You could easily
Drinkable of an afternoon, like you said, yeah.
So this is actually the only whiskey made in the Canary Islands. This is a blend that they do over in La Palma as well. A 5-year-old. And this is, it's fairly soft, but it's kind of peppery. It has a little bit of wood, similar to the Polaris. Obviously not the 48 strong, not that strong. But for a young whiskey, it's very approachable, it's very easy, makes a beautiful old-fashioned stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to give this a go. You're going to try it, Laura? Can you try that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can try a bit of whiskey. Let's see what you think.
Yeah.
I can smell it.
Yeah, it smells mild, but it smells really like earthy and oaky and...
Give it a go, Laura. What do you think?
It's nice.
You're not normally a whiskey drinker, are you?
No, but it's nice. It's not harsh at all.
Do you not like that?
Probably not because it's really, really earthy.
Right.
But it's nice.
Okay, I'm going to give it a try.
Definitely.
Okay, right. Oh yeah, very whiskey-ish. I like Jack Daniels, which is not whiskey. People go mad at me for that.
It's not whiskey.
It's a Tennessee
Yeah,
sour.
yeah, that's like a. Would you say similar to a famous grouse?
No.
I would
Similar
say
to a Talisker.
Talisker would be more the. It doesn't reach the quality of a Talisker, or the.
It's
I
like
think, but
watered down Talisker.
it's in that direction. Yeah, it's kind of smoky, peppery, sort of.
I'm definitely getting the smokiness.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit spicy.
You've got an aftertaste that Talisker's got the same aftertaste, but really, really mild.
I can imagine you could enjoy one sitting next to the wooden fire when it's cold.
Oh, and I have.
I'm sure you have, yeah. With ice or just straight?
Straight.
Nice, yeah.
Sometimes I like a drop of water or two. It just helps to. It basically what it does is proof it down a little bit, and it helps to take away the bite.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling a little whatever, I want that flavor. I want the whiskey flavor, and I don't want that.
Yeah.
The warmth or the bite that goes down. You just put a couple drops to proof it down even more, and you.
Nice. I imagine it'd be nice if you're a whiskey drinker. I'm just not a whiskey fan. But no, it didn't leave much of an aftertaste either. It's very fresh, and then it's yeah.
Amazing gift for somebody that like whiskey. The only whiskey you can get in
the Canaries,
Canary Islands. That's an amazing gift for someone as well.
Yeah. Just make sure you don't take it in your hand luggage. You'd have to pack it nicely in your suitcase. But no, very nice. Thank you very much. Amazing knowledge. It's something very different. I love it. I love everything you've got. The shop, everything.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys being here.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we're all done here. That was absolutely brilliant. Trying all the different liquors there, all the different beers. It was brilliant. I'm glad Laura could have some as well, gluten-free. Really good experience in there. The staff were fantastic too. But it's now time to jump back on our boom trikes, ride down the mountain, through the clouds.
Oh, I'm loving sitting in the clouds today. I'm loving that something different. Really enjoying it. Really enjoying my day so
I've got
far.
an extra jacket on just in case, and we'll head on down. Well, Laura's getting made into a sausage roll here with these. Are you all right there, Laura? I think you're going to be warm enough. You look nice and cosy on there.
Oh, I am. You can't beat it. Yeah.
That look nice and tight, then it's not flopping around.
Oh, you look nice and toasty there, Laura. Well, here we go. We are back in Los Cristianos after a thrilling ride down through the clouds. Absolutely brilliant. A little bit warmer down here after going through. Yeah. Now, that tour is called, and it was a bit of a tongue twister, I'm going to call it the 3 T's.
Yep.
Which is otherwise known as the Triple Tastings. Try and say that quickly.
Yeah, that's why I said it slow.
But if you are interested in that tour, it's on the website. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Make sure you give them a follow on Instagram. All of the tours are fantastic. I will link the other ones that we've done down in the description. And thank you very, very much for inviting us out.
Welcome.
For a fantastic afternoon. It was brilliant. Loved it.
Glad you enjoyed it.
100% do that again, yeah.
Yeah, I thought up there as well was brilliant, very different. I think the whole concept is brilliant. So thank you very much, and well done to you both for doing a great job.
Yeah.
TV and everything.
Thank you both.
Brilliant. And keep an eye out for them in the summer, Channel 4.
Oh yes, Channel 4, yes.
We'll keep an eye out.
Yeah.
But no, we'll keep in touch, and hopefully we'll be back out again soon.
Great.
Thank you very much.
Very welcome.
If you did enjoy it, please do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you do subscribe as well. The links will all be in the description. And boom on. There we go. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.